Everybody's at home. We're bored. So let's just have fun with this and not get uptight about it. So let's see if everyone can join. I don't see anyone joining yet. Do you, Kent? Let's see.
Don't worry. This is where you'll probably need to get your phone again.
Okay. That's cool. I'm cool with my phone. Do I look at, where do I go on my phone? Okay. Okay. So anyways, do you see anybody coming on, Jamie, or no?
No, it always takes a second for people to log in and then say hi and make a comment. But I want to say I love the look, but I'm kind of missing the big fluffy hair that you had last time.
Oh, you should have seen my hair this morning. We walked yesterday, literally, and it downpoured like Georgia downpour. Yeah. And I tried to put it down this morning, but it was like,
really? It gets that big? Come on.
Oh my God.
So let the hair loose, girl.
So big. I might put it down at the end and show everybody because it is a laugh. It's a laugh. Like you can't do anything with it. Like it just goes.
Really? This is wild for me. This is it right here.
Oh no. Oh girl. Mine doesn't. Because I put so much product in it every day too, and I put it up to walk, and then you take it down. So I wear it up so much.
I need you to.
That's awesome.
Okay, there we go. So what am I doing?
Bring up YouTube.
Helen,
okay.
Andrea, Carolyn, Keely. Yes, we're both present now, and you can hear us. That's wonderful.
Is that awesome? Okay, good.
Sorry about that.
Do you need this or no?
I'll bring it.
Okay, there you go. Just enter YouTube, Jamie. And okay, so hi everybody, hi guys, and I have been going through some heartbreak, and I'm not ready to personally talk about it. We can talk about it in general, but I've been crying a lot. So I will start off with a funny story. That Kent, I woke up and my eyes were like so puffy when you cry, right? It's just an emotion. Nobody feels sorry. I'm not asking anyone to feel sorry. And Kent goes and walks up and goes, Marshawn, do you have any hemorrhoid cream? And I looked at him like our life had hit an all-time low. I was like, do you have hemorrhoids, Kent? Like, I didn't understand the question. I was like, wow. And he goes, till the wheels fall off, Marshawn. I was like, he goes, no, it's an actor's secret. Like, you put it under your eyes and it'll restrict. And I go, I don't have it, to be honest with you. I go, but this is too funny. We were crying, laughing, like our life had hit an all-time low. You know what I mean? Like, but so I put ice and it went down as much as it's going to go down. So whatever, that's fine. But I'm not ready to make nice about the heartbreak, and I don't want to put anybody under the table. And apparently my spirit guides are working on my mouth. So I don't want to darken anyone's day. So I feel like I'm always transparent, and I will be transparent about heartbreak. And we can talk about heartbreak in general, but I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. That's not what it's all about. I have nothing but love. And, love hurts when it doesn't go the way you want it to go. And you keep trying and trying. And I'm that person that'll just keep trying no matter what. And so I pay the price of that eventually. But I made a decision, and it wasn't the decision I wanted to make. But I'm pushing through it so far. But I've been a little bit of a crybaby. So anyway, so I wanted to talk to you guys about, and they know my situation, Griff and my mom, and Jamie knows. So we're not going to talk names or anything like that to hurt anybody's feeling. Adam L is here. I don't ever know how to say your last name. Okay, Jamie, she lost her son, like just recently, Bradley. He's like 40-something years old. You have to type it out what you want to ask, but I'm so excited you came. She's one of the NFL wives. I love her. Her husband is also fighting CTE majorly. Like they've been in front of Congress and everything. Like she is amazing. And that we're having such parallel things happen to us is amazing. It's like Kenyatta, like, wow. And it's very new. Like, I think we're 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. There's no time anyways. Right. And so, Griffin, I love you. I know you're there. Mom, I love you because I know you're there. My mom, you guys, I was raised Catholic for the new people. And my grandma always told me never to go to a medium, but I didn't know what a medium was. I thought it was the flashing sign on the side of the street. I think I meant readings or like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost or whatever. That's fine. And so that we were supposed to just trust in God's plan or whatever. But I think that's more of a fortune teller, I guess. So anyways, I didn't really understand what a medium was until Griffin passed away. And it saved my life. And I honestly feel, and this is to Jamie, that it has made Griffin's, they're agreeing. They like to communicate, you guys. Griffin has made his transition easier. Like that was the one thing, you guys, like as a mom, and I'm trying not to cry, you always want to fix things for your kids, right? Well, we got ourselves in a situation that I couldn't fix, right? So I told him, please go be with God, Griff. You have to fly now. You know, you're not supposed to show me. I was supposed to show you this, but I'm going to help you the way that I'm helping. Hi, Cindy. I love you. Oh, no. Hi, Veronica. Thank you. I don't know why that's doing that.
Close.
Okay. So anyway, it doesn't matter because I can look at my phone. I'm going to look at my
Yeah,
phone.
just
Oh,
leave it.
boy.
Just leave it. They'll keep coming.
Oh, they will? Okay. Okay, so anyways, you guys, there's so much to learn technicality wise. Like I swear, when I go on people's lives, I'm like, get it together. That should be easy. It's not easy, you guys. Some days are smooth when we do it, and some days are not smooth.
No,
And
that was all my fault. Sorry.
no, it's not your fault, Kent. We're all just learning. It's fine. Without you, I wouldn't even be able to turn it on. Are you kidding? Okay. So, anyways, so let's start again. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Who's there today? Because we said it and then everybody wasn't here. So,
Oh, we have about 20 people here.
okay. So you have a packed house.
Yeah, Griffin and your friend Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie Spielman. I love you. I hope one day your kids run into this, or your husband, Chris. I love you. Beautiful. She's also an NFL wife. And I'm just saying that as how I know people. Not that that defines who they are. Way more than that.
She agrees. She's good.
Right. Right.
Your sweet peas, and we have 4 NFL players today.
Oh, hi, guys. If Junior's there, I commented on his daughter's photo today. Boy, is she beautiful. Beautiful.
That's what he says.
Yeah. Like, wow. The best of you and your wife, kid. The best.
Thank you. He likes.
Yeah. She just came on my feed on, I think it was Instagram, and I was like, I couldn't resist. I usually leave her alone, you know, because I don't want to creep her out. But I put beautiful, just like your mom and dad, you know. So yeah, I don't know if she's seen it yet, but God, she's gorge.
You have some grandparents, uncle.
Hi, Uncle Raj. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandpa.
Mom,
Hi, Grandpa Carl, Eric's dad.
Yep.
Peggy. Peggy's there today. Mm-hmm. Hi, Peggy. How are you doing, Peggy?
Oh, she's doing wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
She said, you have really opened the doors for us and for the people we like to talk to. She says, since you've started Griff's Gifts this way, our loved ones on earth are talking to us more than what they did before. She goes, I really think this is giving permission to a lot of people just to speak out. She goes, even if they don't believe in it,
right?
This,
yeah,
it's giving them permission to hold that relationship.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. On that note, Peggy, death used to scare me as a kid, and I didn't have anyone die and then everyone died. But, you know, when it started when I was like 18 or 19, it was my cousin Kent that died first. And I'd never felt that feeling. And my heart goes out to people that have lost. But I think with the rest of my life, I want to make what you said a thing, if I can, to as many people, that you guys, life is part of the ticket we take. I mean, death is part of the ticket we take for life. So let's try not to make it a sad thing. It's not. You go home. You know what I mean? The sad thing is we miss that physicalness. And I think you have to put it in perspective. And when I am grieving Griff, and Kim is new at this, I'm speaking to you too, and people that have lost children, is that they lost their entire life. Like when I feel sorry for myself, I have to put myself in check. Like, yeah, but Griff lost his entire life. He didn't get to say goodbye to his brother, his dad, anybody. You know what I mean? So it's not really about me. I have my place in it. And of course, I'm going to grieve because it's something I can't fix and he's my child. But the way I can fix it is by lifting him up in death. And death is just changed our relationship, that he doesn't have a physical body. And I wish that we would change the name from death because it's so morbid, like how he doesn't like the name graveyard or whatever. It's just so morbid, you guys. Like we go on, we just go home, you know? So if that helps anybody, you know. So let's get on to some questions. You guys ready? We said hi to everybody. Anything you want to add, Jamie? People are fearful of the virus. And I did want to ask one thing about the virus, even though I was going to try not to talk about it. For people that vape, and I was a heavy smoker for a long time, and I've been done for a while, but is there anything the spirits can tell us, or Griffin and my mom and those guys can tell us that we should be taking supplements or any kind of, what would you take right now? Zinc, vitamin C, like especially for people that, I mean, it should be for everyone, but people that were smokers at one time, even though smoking does forgive if you quit, but takes a while. Yeah.
It does take a while. Griffin said somebody poke the back of my head. That was the strangest sensation. What the?
Were they like, pay attention?
Don't touch me. Hit the chimes, guys.
I know. Jamie doesn't like to be touched.
I don't like great phenomena or paranormal activity, but not me. They're saying instead of looking for something to take to boost vitamins or mineral levels in the body, Griffin is saying what's more important to do lung breathing exercises.
Okay.
Even your mother was talking about Kundalini, breath of fire, do yoga, deep long breaths, short pumping breaths, but we need your lungs to stay active, because even if you catch it and you have a low level of it because you have a higher immune system, it's constricting the movement of the muscles. So if you fight against that and do it anyways, even when it's uncomfortable and you don't think it's the thing that you want to do, she says that's what's going to help you survive it.
Right. Because you guys, I mean, my heart goes out to anyone who's fighting it or have died of it, because we watched my mom struggle and it's not pretty to breathe. Like, I just want to get hit by a Mack truck. Nothing personal, but I don't want to be gasping like that. You know what I mean? Take me out quick.
You literally drown.
You drowned in your own stuff. So this is not anything to be
dry drown.
Yeah, you dry drown. And this is, and I've had a history of bronchitis, and it's not something to play with, you guys. Like when we go to the store and we go out and stuff, it's arrogant right now, you guys, because you bring it home and give it to somebody. If you're not even showing symptoms, I mean, all they're asking is stay the fuck home. And we can't do that as a society. So this is going to take longer and longer the more we drag our feet, you know, and this is a wake-up call in so many ways. But yes, for smokers, so vitamins, deep breathing, because Griffin even said sometimes he has to check if I'm alive when I'm asleep, because he goes, damn, woman, you don't breathe. Like you forget to breathe. You know what I mean? Like I think we do.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Shallow breathing, Griffin said. That's the thing you need to avoid right now.
Okay. And then washing hands, mask and glove, and sterilize your, if you have to go to the grocery store, sterilize your stuff outside, shower, wash your hands. And that's really all you can do. Because I kind of feel, and I don't know anything, you guys, to be honest, don't be reckless, but if it's your time, it's your time. I mean, what can I tell you? I don't know what to say. It's kind of just my belief system. And I'm not necessarily everything happens for a reason and all that. It's just kind of my thing. Like if you fight as hard as you can and something takes you out, I don't know what to tell you. Like you did your best, right? You went down fighting. Don't be reckless. Yeah. Right. So anyways, you guys agree?
Griffin does, yes.
Okay, I love you guys. Okay, let's change the subject.
Yes.
It's too heavy. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about what people are doing and what makes a relationship. I love making Jamie blush. Let's talk about sex in heaven, if it's better than on earth. You guys, let's talk a little. Let's have fun. Let's see.
So what's the question?
Okay, so the question is, Griffin, is sex better in heaven or on earth? And just a few details on why. And let's just embarrass Jamie.
I'll just put on one of the masks I've been making, and you won't even be
and for the people that are going to turn off right now, let's talk about why sex is needed. Okay. Because we brought up something, Jamie, that's going to freak you out. Griffin, Kent and I did this research, and this is going to blow everybody's mind. Back in the day, a doctor used to come, and that's why it's called a hysterectomy. Your wife was hysterical, so he would touch your button, and then you'd be fine. Well, what was he doing, guys? You get what I'm saying? I don't need to go any deeper than that, but it's real. It releases endorphins. It releases things that we need.
Why did you say it was like you and me?
Oh, Kent told me to leave it out of it. Me, I looked into it. Okay, but anything, it freaked me out. So that's why they called it hysteria, hysterectomy. Remove it and your wife will be fine. So Griffin, what is the importance of it? What are the boundaries of it? Like my mom used to always say, Marshawn, don't sell your soul. Like at first she said, of course, till you're married or whatever she said when you're a kid growing up and all that stuff. But when you hit reality, she said, everything is fine between two adults, two consenting adults, or whatever you want to do. I don't care if you want to dress like elephants. If you close the door and that's what you guys are into, as long as you're not selling your soul and you're into it and agree, it's fine. Who cares? Nobody cares. But don't ever sell your soul because that has a heavy price. Don't do things you don't want to do, period. And don't do them and then change your mind. So if you need to give things thought, give it thought. But so back to the question. Why is it important, like, on just a level of, is sex intimacy, Griff? Is sex just responsible for chemicals being released? Why is sex needed?
He's been talking for a while.
Okay,
so
good. I'm going to shut up then.
He's saying hi to everybody. He said this is a great topic, something that he can get behind.
Oh, good.
Not necessarily cool to have with my mom,
I know.
but it's
He's
all
18.
right.
He's 18. Yeah.
We're talking to everyone.
Exactly.
And he says, and don't underestimate me. He says, I have looked into this heavily.
Well, I'm sure you can see everything now. Please tell me you don't watch us, Griff. Oh, God. I don't
No.
Okay.
He says, that's not.
Okay.
He says, what's crazy when you get here,
Okay.
and we do have what's equivalent to sex, where you can merge your energy with someone else. And he said
Wow.
it's like having an orgasm, but it's not just stuck in your genitals. Like it runs everywhere. Like you feel it all over you. Every part of you has that orgasm.
We're not promoting death, people. Everybody has to stay for the time. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Griff. Go ahead. You're like selling it. Okay.
That's when two spirits like come together and they're completely vulnerable and open. And he says it's almost like you can read their entire existence or feel all of it at once.
Wow.
And that's the intimacy. But when we observe people on earth, making love or just having some sex,
Right.
it's not something that we do. It's not something that we're interested in anymore.
Right.
And he said, so if you're not a perv, you don't watch. Don't tease people that they're spirit pervs.
No, they're not. They're not. You guys, they're not interested in that. They're not interested in you using the bathroom. They're not interested.
No, he says you're normally not calling out for help or needing assistance or guidance.
Yeah.
That's like your friend coming over and go, wait, you're having sex? Let me sit in the room with you. He's
Right,
like, it's not a thing.
Right. You're in a different plane. Yeah.
Yeah, and he goes, and we're not embarrassed by your sounds or your choices. If you want to dress like an elephant or not, he's like, go for it. He's like, you call it kinky or different. We're up here going, that's totally normal to explore. Please have at it and go further.
So there's no judgment, Griff. Really?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't think, oh, my mom's a freak. Yeah.
Oh no, he says you don't even earn a spot on the tip of the iceberg of being a freak. He said, sorry, you're creative, but nowhere near what I've seen. Oh my God. A lot of visuals I don't need. My eye is twitching.
Mine started shaking because I can't even imagine what they've seen. Oh my God.
Furries.
Right? For real.
Furries.
Furries? Oh, never mind. I'm not going down that road. Okay, so anyways, that is so funny. Oh my God. Like, did you ever laugh though, Griff? Like just laugh and joy with no judgment? Like, oh my goodness.
Hell yeah. He says we enjoy.
Right.
We enjoy how humans explore. It's not like we're getting off on anything. Like we can't have an orgasm in that way by watching somebody else. There's not a pervy thing in this existence. And he goes, you'll understand it better when you get here.
Right. When y'all merge, Griff, do you know it? Do you ask each other? Like, does it court? Do we court each other there or like here? Or, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a courting.
Okay.
When you're into somebody, you feel it. We still have emotions. We don't have physical feelings.
Okay.
You sense it. And he's like, you crave it and you want it. And the more time you spend together, he's like, the more that you can wrap yourself around each other and the more that you get to that spot.
Right. But you don't have jealousy and stuff like that and ownership like we have here.
No, he said, no, that's not.
I can't even imagine a life without that. Like it must be so freeing. Like not to feel like you have to own somebody. And are you looking at her?
He says, no, none of that.
Yeah.
He did want to say that, on Earth, the reason, of course, for sexual intimacy is procreation. He
Okay.
goes, honestly, that was in general why it happens. But there's another way to use sex, and that's for pleasure. So you can have intimacy and you can have pleasure. And sometimes he said those two things, that is so eye-opening. Holy crap. Sometimes intimacy and pleasure aren't, at the same time.
I agree.
Huh.
I agree.
Never thought about it like that, but yes, yeah.
Right.
So he says both of them are right. Both of them are beautiful. And
Okay.
the purpose of an orgasm is not just to release the certain chemicals to prime you to be a carrier for new life and etc.
Uh-huh.
That it is to flush your system. It's like
Like
having
a good cry.
a good cry and enema. It's like whichever way you want to think about it.
Oh, it's an
Clearing
attitude
everything out.
adjustment. Right. It's an attitude adjustment, Griff, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So that you can use that system in certain ways, whether it is, tantric, breath work, working with two people, working by yourself, and you can use climaxes to release blockages of emotions, of toxins in the body. It's great for, it's great, of course, for your heart rate, for your lungs.
Oh, they're going off on the chimes.
Great.
What else is there to do right now, Griff? I mean, we're on a staycation or whatever it's called, coronacation. Yeah.
So he wants to give people homework.
Okay. What is it? I want to know. Oh, Jamie looks like she's going to pass out. Go ahead. What's the homework, Jamie?
So here it is. I might pull like a no.
Do you want to turn around and say it?
I was just gonna say, I was gonna pull, but I couldn't.
Guys, this is Griff. He's 18 years old. This is not Jamie. She's the telephone. Go ahead.
Jim Morrison, when he first started the Doors, he'd turn backwards and sing.
Yeah.
He would like everybody who is capable to take on this homework to try it and see if you could prove him wrong.
Okay.
So the homework is to self-pleasure. He didn't use that word. He used masturbation, but I thought self-pleasure sounded better.
Okay.
And before climax, and a little bit, you can self-pleasure however you want to. It doesn't have to be a certain way.
Whatever you're into.
Lying down, whatever.
Right.
That doesn't matter. It is noticing the moment before climax and taking a breath.
Okay.
And holding your breath strong, like even at the tip of holding your breath, you take in a little bit more.
Okay.
And hold it. He says, if you're getting dizzy or things start to sparkle, he says, you got to breathe. That's I'm asking you to do that. We're not passing out. It's not that kind of thing.
Right.
He goes, right at climax, he says, I want you to breathe out aggressively and tighten your diaphragm, tighten your belly really, really hard, like you want to push your belly button through the back of your spine.
Okay.
And he says, you might have to fold to do it.
Okay.
And then breathe natural after that. What you want to notice, he said, is when you breathe out, how far does your climax grow? Does it stay just in the area?
Okay. Or does it go all over your body?
Or does it rise up?
Wow.
Because you want to look at your chakra system. So if it rises up to your belly button, then you know that your sacral chakra is congested. If it rises up to your heart and it doesn't go any further, then we know it's heart energy you need to work with.
Wow.
If it rises up to your head or out your head, then you know you have a clean system. And that's the way you can tell, how to cleanse.
Wow. Okay. And this is for men and women.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Griff. That didn't creep me out. I don't know. Jamie's embarrassed, but I think that sounds very like just find your privacy and do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's get to some questions. Are you guys ready?
Hi, Keely.
We're going to switch back.
I swear to there's Griff, don't look. Shara, he might be looking. He won't look. You're all on your own on this one. We
You
won't
guys,
ask you to report back about it.
Griffin, try us, and I'm going to tell how many times I caught you when you were here. Just embarrass us. I have plenty to go. You guys don't even be scared about Griff watching because I got bribery on him too. You don't even know how many times. Like it was comical. Yeah. Like I'd have to say, put your hands in there. Oh my God, put your hands in there. He's like, Mom, you said you wouldn't be home. Well, I didn't want you to borrow my car. I didn't know you're gonna be in the middle of the living room. Like shit. Yeah. He was a kid, you guys. Kid. It's funny. It's funny. I'm glad. Whatever. I'm glad he felt free. Okay. So, anyways, I just wish I didn't have to see it, but it's funny. Okay. So, anyways, okay. So Keely Clevenger, is that right? Clevenger. Just wondering about Judy and Mark and if they are all right. I don't know who Judy and Mark are, but yeah. Yeah, they're fine.
You're getting a thumbs up on that one. Everything seems to check clear from what Griffin is saying.
Okay.
You guys go ahead and unwind from that thought and push it away and go ahead and sign up to the everything is great with them so that you can put your energy towards other things in your life that are really demanding your attention that you're avoiding.
Okay. Very cool. I love that. Okay. So the Water Bear, hi, Jody Mansion. Good afternoon from upstate New York. Oh, New York is on major lockdown. Hello from New York. Hello to New York. Abina Sunshine, hey. Jesse Daniels, I love you, Jesse. Thank you. You're beautiful. Keely, let's see. Shelly Ham, you look great, Marshawn. You're beautiful. You guys, let's see. Yes, love the curly hair. If I took my hair down right now, it'd scare you. Oh, you want to see the big hair? You're challenging me? We might laugh at the end. Hi, Kiera from Italy. Love you. Kathy, love you. To your son, Dylan Barr, love you. Maria Gates, hi, ladies. Abina Sunshine. Oh, thank you. Cherry Elia, hi, ladies. Carol Moore, missing my mother. Yeah, I miss my mom too. It's really weird when you lose your parent. Like it's weird to exist on Earth with your parents not here. It's a really like I felt like I was gonna cry. Like that's a universal thing. Like I don't think anybody doesn't miss their parents. Like it's weird to exist on Earth without your parents, right? You don't know that yet, Jamie. Right? You have both your parents, right? Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Okay.
I have all four of my parents.
Oh, so blessed. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Did I skip anyone? Carol Moore, you're missing your mom. Hi, mom. I need funny. Yeah, we're funny. I'm funny. Ravina Wild Spirit. Oh, that is a wild spirit. Have been contacting my guides recently and want to be sure that I'm not making it up. I don't know what. Can you retype your question, sweetheart? I'm not really sure. I kind of get it, and it's just a little bit too evasive. Okay.
Griffin got it.
Oh,
Hold
he
on.
did? Okay, perfect.
He says, you're right, there is a fine line with that because you're picking up on when they're communicating, but your brain is filling in the spots. He said, so what you're doing is more of an empathic or clairsensitive hit. And then he said, you're filling it in with like the knowing. And so your brain is getting confused and it's fighting. So he said, stop communicating
Okay.
and start building a better trust with your abilities. And he said you can sit down and practice automatic writing until you understand where your thoughts are and where the outer realm thoughts are.
Okay.
What's yours and what's not yours. He goes, I want you to identify that first, and then you'll ease back into communicating and you won't have that doubt anymore.
But Griffin, to touch on that a little deeper, aren't we? Maybe I shouldn't even open this up.
Do
But
it.
okay, aren't we the observer? Like if you're really spiritual and really grounded, you can see that you're the one. You're not having these thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a bigger picture. Is that how? I don't know how to put it any better. Like you're a drop in the ocean. We're all part of the ocean, and we're just a drop. But sometimes I can see Marshawn's being ridiculous. Like I can see that. Like I don't know how to say it any different without sounding crazy.
Jesus, you're crazy. Okay.
No, I don't care to be crazy, but that doesn't bother me anymore. It used to be a big trigger word for me, but it because we have a lot of mental illness in my family. But I feel like you can see that you're the observer sometimes. Like it's so clear when you're grounded. Like you can correct yourself even through heartbreak or anything. Like you can talk to yourself like you're not being, you can almost, it's like talking to your younger child, like what would you tell your younger self? But it's in the now. It's in the now. Like I got this. Like come on. Yeah.
Griffin says that you can rise above and kind of tap into your higher consciousness with
Yes.
that third person perspective twist
Yes.
on what you're doing.
Yes.
It's not disassociating.
Right.
Disassociating is when it's unhealthy and you're running and you're hiding and you don't want to see it.
No.
Because when you're in your higher consciousness viewpoint,
Right.
you can see everything with great detail and the information is rushing at you. And he said that's different. That's definitely not signs of being crazy or anything. It is just an alternative way of getting psychic or
They're ringing the bells. I love it.
psychic information.
Okay. But it's true, Jamie. And I think that her question comes a lot down to what Griffin's answering, and you have this experience, is at some point you got to trust that voice, right?
Yeah.
Automatic writing and those proofs. But at some point, just trust it. Like you guys, it's got to piss them off when they give you a sign like hit you in the head with a bird. And you're like, oh, I just walked the wrong way. And it took them so much energy. Like they want to punch you out. Right?
It would be such a fun movie to make.
Yeah.
It's just all about the spirit who's just trying their damnedest just to get their message across.
You remember, Jamie, when we've been at this so long, kid, but you remember when Griffin said I had like a 2x4 or whatever the saying is? He's like, my mom, I'll do everything. And then she's like, oh, that must be broken. Oh. You know what I mean? Like he'll light the house on fire and I'll say I did it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it could be that obvious, you guys. That's got to be painful. Like we got to be a little more open because we have our body now. Can you imagine entering a room without a body and wanting your mom's attention? And then she's denying everything you show her. You know what I mean?
Griffin goes, I can.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Griff. I swear I try to be open to it. I do.
Oh, he says, you're open to it now. It's wonderful.
Yeah. It's hard, though, if you sit on my chest. I'm like, Jamie, I want to touch you and I don't. I know that makes weird sense to people, but it's a heavy, heavy feeling. And they've messed with my ears before. And it's a weird, it's kind of it kind of scares me. And I think that's why Griffin has not shown me him. Even though I've begged him to show me, he's like, you don't need it, Mom. You don't want it. You think you want it, but you don't.
Mm-mm.
I've begged for it.
He
But
speaks to the pranks, he says.
yeah, I think he knows what I need and what I don't need. I just have to trust that. I do. Okay. I love you, Griff. That's so too. Kim, I love you. If you have a question, type and hi to Bradley, your son that recently crossed over. We love you, Bradley, whenever you want to come in. I think he was 48 years old. He left behind some children and stuff. So if you want to ask some questions, you go for it. Keely Clevenger says, I might need my mouth work done also. Oh, yeah. My spirit guides, girl, they embarrass me. They're like, been with me since I'm 8, one of them. I have a bunch, and they're working on, you guys, okay. Fuck, I'll make fun of myself again. Learn how to communicate without leveling the village. So when I get hurt, it's so easy to want to darken someone else's day. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna punch me, I'm gonna punch you back. And you always have to go clean that shit up. It never feels as good as you thought it would, right? Never. Revenge and all that shit, or whatever you want to call it, human names, we don't have a good vocabulary for it. It just never feels good. I always have to go clean it up. And and they were the one that started it. And then it's all of a sudden my fault. Like I just don't like it. I just don't think it's the way to resolve. And I think they're trying to help me with my mouth. So I just don't want to darken someone's day. And I've bid online and it just messes with your energy. It really does. You know, now I'm more prone to delete. You don't like me. Move on. Life's not over for me. You don't have to like me. Sometimes I don't like me. That's okay. We're good. Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay.
I love this.
Oh, I love you, Jamie. Okay. So, Coach How's wife is here. Well, I hope you show Coach how to use the damn this whatever it's called YouTube because we miss him and say hi to him and we love you. Got to love your filter, Marshawn. I threw my filter away when Griffin died. I really did. I used to really care what people think about me, and I'd be lying to say I don't care. Everybody wants love, but it's like I'm not going to eggshell around with people. I'm not. I don't need to be rude to get my point across, but I just don't think that's a real way to be. I think you can be polite. It's not an excuse to be rude. But why is it scary to talk about sex? Why is it scary to talk about not feeling okay? Why is it scary to talk about heartbreak? You guys, if you can help one person, this life is not easy. For me, it has not been easy these last few years. And if I can help one of you stay alive and not put a gun to your head or whatever you want to do that I've had thoughts of myself, I'll be more than willing to spill. I don't care if it helps you. I love everybody because people have said things to me that saved my life.
Mhm.
If it meant something to one fucking person, it was all worth it to put myself out there. Who cares? I'm not fake like that anyways. Fake doesn't get you anywhere. You are you into looking good or are you into feeling good? I want to be happy. Period. I've looked good before and been miserable. I want to be happy from the inside. The rest will follow. If you My mom always said you get the true face you deserve as you get older. And I've witnessed that in people. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's true. The way you treat people, it shows eventually.
It
Yeah.
comes right back at you.
Every time. You guys, I've seen it. I know, Griffin, you don't like the word karma, but it has checks and balances, like you said. It just does. I've seen it play out so fast that you're like, God, back off on that person. They didn't hurt me that much. Like, you can't even believe sometimes what happens. You don't have to do anything. Yeah. And you guys, I'm not a saint. I've gotten my own karma. So we're all in this together. Okay. So Carolyn, Carolyn W. Hi, ladies. Can I ask Griff? Yeah, you can ask Griff anything. Why I attracted a complete malignant. This sounds for a lot of ladies, Carolyn. Why I attracted a complete malignant narcissist for my last relationship. It's been a long. Kent's even laughing. We're not laughing at you. We're with you. Sorry. Did you try to change him and fix him? Whatever. I can't even read the rest of the question because it's so funny. It's not funny for you, but yeah. Kent just laughed.
Your mother is about to get on top of you guys. Take a deep breath in, she says, and read that question.
Where's the question? I lost it.
You lost it.
Yeah. It made me laugh because it's like
What was her name?
somebody's spying on me. Okay. Girl, you're speaking to my soul. Carolyn. You guys see the question? Help me out here. Carolyn. Anyways, she wants to know why she attracted a complete malignant narcissist. Oh, I can't find you, baby girl. Carrie Birdsley, you were going to help me. Where'd she go? I lost her. Yeah. How did I lose that so fast?
It happens really quick.
Doesn't it? It just moves. Okay. Anyway, so we'll talk about narcissism. Why do we attract narcissistic people and things that aren't good for us and malignancy in our lives and we don't walk away from it? That's a basic question, Griff, that a lot of ladies and men have experienced.
Griffin says most of the time when you're attracting something that doesn't vibrate with you, it's because you've been raised with it or you've been taught that it's something that you need to have comfort. Because if it was in your life when you were younger and you were building the muscles on how to survive and how to be comforted and how to be confident, and that element was wedged in there with it, then when you get older, you're going to look for that element, even though it's total bullshit and you don't need it. It's going to destroy your ass. You hunt for it because when it's there, then you can use those muscles that you've learned growing up and you continue to feel good and successful until you realize that you don't need the element. And then you start to pick apart yourself. And he goes, I wish people wouldn't do that and just say, where the fuck did I learn that this was good? Because now I need to unlearn that part.
Right. Does love look different for everyone, Griff?
Yes, it hits. Yes, it meets different needs. It has different definitions.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not always Disney and fairy tale. You're going to have conflict. You're going to have certain things, but there's certain things that should be red flags to walk every time. Walk.
Yeah, and he says arguments aren't necessarily things you walk from. He goes, those can be filled with deep love and growth.
Okay.
He says you have to look at, are you physically safe? Are you being manipulated? And then you have to ask, Why am I allowing my physical safety to be, encroached? Why am I giving away my, mental safety or my emotional safety? Why am I allowing myself to be manipulated? Because we want to learn those things first, but sometimes we're so weakened and we have such low self-esteem or worth or confidence. He says that you don't even know to ask the questions, and so you just stay in it because you're blinded. You're just trying to survive in that moment, and that's all you can think about. So everything else is just to the wayside, because that's when you need some other person's insight. You can reach out and save a person. You can reach out and help somebody just by listening. So when somebody is saying, I need to talk to you, or I need a friend, he goes, come on, man, perk up, help humanity.
Right. I think too, Griffin, can you add a little bit to this? Because touch on jealousy, comparison, and comparison is definitely the thief of joy. Like, let's say a partner chooses someone else over you. So then your ego gets involved. And then we start and we fight and we fight and we fight and we compare ourselves. Why don't we walk away? Is that all ego?
He says it can be ego, the idea of wanting to win.
Okay.
But Ethan says, I've also noticed that sometimes it's the struggle and the challenge that's fun, that you
Okay.
just want to win.
Right.
And that's a total other thing. Yeah, winning does feed into an ego, but sometimes the fight and the challenge, if they can focus on that, then they don't have to look at themselves. So it's a way of deflecting their energy. So they want to win, but as soon as they get the guy or the girl or the prize, they're like, I don't even fucking want it.
So can you love someone that's not good for you and need to walk away, but still walk away loving someone and just know they're not good for you? And
Yeah.
not even you don't have to put them down. Like, they don't have to be a narcissist or whatever. And just know for some reason, it's just not setting you up to win. Like, you're just running into a buzzsaw every day.
Yes, 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 yes.
And you don't really know why. Yeah. And I think sometimes we hold on because the newness of things, we miss what it was sometimes. And we just can't get back there. Is that right?
Yeah, he kind of agrees to that.
Kind of. Okay. Okay. But also to touch on that, Griffey and Jamie, marriage and lifelong commitments are a beautiful thing, but it is a man-made concept.
He said it's definitely a man-made concept.
Right.
He's like, nobody needs a marriage certificate to confess love. And
Right.
nobody needs that to make sure that their partners are not going to walk away. He goes, that's bullshit.
Right.
Because you found your true love when you know you don't need any of it, and that person is still going to choose to stay.
Wow. Yeah. Mom, you used to say the most beautiful things to me about love when I was struggling in my marriage. Like, you would say the most, just thank you. Makes me want to cry, because we grew up in a small town, which the hi to Covington in Oxford, they're saying hi to me. I didn't know anyone that was divorced, you guys. So when I was married more than half my life and went through my divorce, I was embarrassed. Like, I felt like I looked like a loser, like, holy shit, I can't even hold my marriage. I'm the first divorce in my family. And I just, it almost put me under. Like, I literally thought I was gonna have to check myself into a hospital. And my mom talked to me for hours and hours and hours, and about how she felt guilty, and don't feel guilty, Mom, that she didn't show us that this is the way that more than half of America lives. And my mom was a stayer and my grandma was a stayer, and they can talk about their relationships another day. They had beauty in theirs and whatever they had in theirs and whatever they want to share. But and there's also recordings that we've talked to my mom and grandma about relationships, being extremely Catholic and no divorce and all that stuff, and how they feel about it. I'm not going to speak for my mom, but the thing is, Mom, thank you. I love you. And sometimes you would say the most simple things to me, that she'd say, Marshawn, go to Barnes and Noble and read the classics. Go this, like, and she was true. She was like, just expand your mind. Just go. I have an obsessive personality. So I'd be like, why doesn't he like me, Mom? Why doesn't he love me? Like, if I'm perfect, you know what I mean? Like, it hurts so bad. And she just helped me realize that it isn't always you. And later the answers came that it wasn't me. I'm not a saint. Like, I had my part in it, you guys. Marriage is 100. I didn't say that right. Does that make sense,
Yes.
Jamie, what I'm saying? Because I don't want to put anyone down. I did my part, but the thing is, it wasn't all me. It wasn't all me. That's what I want to say. It wasn't all me.
No, relationship involves both people.
Right, right.
He's even saying, when you're in any relationship, there's three entities:
Okay.
you, the other, and the relationship itself.
Okay.
And most people don't give credit to what the relationship is, but it's a joining of two different people's energies, and it creates a third identity.
Right.
Because he says you'll notice you're different with different people. And
Yeah.
you're different in your relationships because you know where your boundaries are and how you can behave. That's that third entity.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I love it. Okay. Um, Christine says she likes the word transition. So do I. I like the word transition so much more than the word death because you guys, you go home, you don't die. I mean, from what they've told us, and we'll find the information when we get there, like they say, not trying to sell anything, is that we're as close to hell as you'll ever get right here. And I know that pisses some people off. They want some people to go to hell and stuff, but I think we're as close to hell as we can get right here.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, Stacy Rail. Also, when will my husband Mike get a job? He's been trying. Well, right now, I don't know, baby girl. He's been trying for a while now, and no one is calling him back. Will he get a call back from the last one? We're living with my mother. Then we'll move. We move. Oh, girl, Stacy, you better just take a breath. Like I don't even need a medium for this. Like it's not. Nobody's getting a job right now. I don't think. Although that's not true. I think there's a lot of places hiring. I'll post it on my Facebook today. If you don't mind sending him out in this, are you trying to kill him? No, I'm just kidding. So
No.
there's a lot of places working right now that are hiring, like FedEx, the grocery store.
I love your humor so much. Griffin says he's applying for a job in his career.
Oh, well, that might not happen right now, baby
So
girl.
it's a different kind of asking. And Griffin saying, April is just kind of dead in the water. May is a little bit more hopeful. So if he can just go on a 2-week break of making applications and then jump back in it at the end of April to May, that's when things are going to be most chaotic, but at least his paperwork is sitting there. Companies are going to be ready to go back up and running in May. So they are going to be looking for people to fill slots of others who are quitting because they've decided that's not their passion and their joy and they don't want their position. So there are going to be jobs available.
Because this communication has put a lot of people's spirituality and mental in check. I don't fucking like my life.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right.
changing it. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so Tammy Williams. Hi, y'all, Griff. I have so many questions, but we'll stick to love and sex today. Fine with me. Can you, because ain't nothing happening around here, so let's talk about it, baby girl. Can you ask my dad if I found my, we're going to ask your dad about your sex life? Oh my God. We're going to kill Jamie today. Can you ask my dad if I found my future mate in the man I've been with for the last few years? Also, who is dad with? Tammy Williams, baby girl.
Hey, Tammy. Yeah, her and her dad are thick as thieves. Like talking about some besties,
I love that.
that's this relationship. And he's giving the old thumbs up and he agrees that who you're with is for the long term.
Wow.
Slow down a little bit and get closer together because a lot of the parts fit, but he says that both of you are timid or a little worried about what it looks longevity wise. Good conversation can just take care of that, no problem. He's showing me he was hanging out with his mother, and then he talked about an aunt who he also called his sister. So
Wow.
he means your aunt, his sister. And then he has a really good friend. I think he just said Sam or Samuel, had an S sound. He says he's doing well and is his end, and he's thanking you. And he says to have a really great day.
Okay. Okay. I'm just looking, you guys are so beautiful and so sweet. I just want to tell everyone I love you. And that was one thing Griffin did that I was always envious of, and I didn't know how he did it so easy, but now I do it easy. And thank you for that Griff gift. He always told everyone he loved them. I love you, man. Love you, man. Love you. Love you. So
Feels good.
I'm carrying that on for him, and it feels so good. Yeah, feels so good. Okay, so Jamie, you're in control now because it's 11:30, and we really mess with your time. But there's one thing that says pay jet. Pay, is that how you pronounce it, Kent? Pay, Pei. Watching Griff Griff's gift has saved me. Well, thank you, because Griff's working his ass off from my grieving. We lost our son 1 year ago. Is he coming through for you, Griff? Does he have anything to share with us? Oh, I wish you would have put his name. Paget. It's your mama.
Griffin said yes. Yeah,
Okay.
he's coming. He's not here in the room.
Okay.
He's not here in the room yet. Maybe he'll
Okay.
come during talking.
Okay.
Um,
My mom can look after him, and you can ask a more detailed question. We'd love to meet your son. I would.
everything is on the up and up.
Okay.
He's doing well, and he knows where he is. He's been in contact with everybody. Apparently, he's been doing these little personal hellos.
Oh, wow.
Griffin says he's done it through some through Dream State, but there is you have a night, do you call it a nightstand or a table next to, looks like a bed, that's not a couch,
Okay.
where he's putting his energy or rearranging. There's some picture or something there. So will you please take notice of the items on the table or stand next to the bed, and if they're moving or being shifted throughout the day without you doing it. He also says that your son has been sitting with you at night and trying to let you know that everything is okay. He's proud of you because you're not grieving as hard as you were before. And he says that you're finding more joy in your everyday life. And he's so proud over it. He really wants to encourage more of that. He doesn't have those same thoughts for his dad. His dad's carrying a lot of darkness.
I didn't mean it like, does he want to? I didn't mean to laugh, but you want your dad to grieve, you're saying, or he's grieving like you can't? Okay, I got you. Okay,
He can't find a way to help him
I
out
got you. He's in a dark space.
Yeah, but it's totally inside of his head. Like, it's not dark here in his chest or like in his mood. It's really dark in his head. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally, 1,000,000%.
Okay.
Carol Moore said, Jamie, was that my mom Barbara that touched you?
No, it was not. It was the kid before poked back in my head.
Anna Marie January is saying now he sounds like Eric that Griffin does. You know what, Anna? Griffin and Eric Medhus were a lot alike. And I think he wanted to make sure Jamie stuck with me. So he tried to keep it clean in the beginning. And now he's like, he knows that Jamie loves him. So Jamie's not going anywhere. So he's like letting it all hang out. But he was trying to save my life. So he was like my mom, stay with my mom. You know what I mean?
To me, he's different in so many ways. He's more calm.
Yes.
More focused on a topic. He doesn't like wander really fast. Eric is really fast. I mean, you've got to stay on top of him because so much is coming through. Where Griffin's like, it's okay. Like,
Griffin's a philosopher. His grandpa's a philosopher. He's a philosopher. He's a deep, deep thinker. Jesse Daniels, who's his like sister, is saying this is so Griff. Yeah, this is so Griff. Yeah. But no, I love Eric, and I just feel I'm saying as a compliment. Like, I love you, kid, Eric, if you're listening. And you're funny. And Griffin had that funny too. And you both have beautiful things about you. And then anything else, Jamie?
No, Griffin just wants to like let everybody know that he loves you.
I'm going to show you all my hair, but go ahead.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Okay,
I wish if I had hair that had body. I mean, whew, this is like
you don't. Okay, this is not washing, you guys, for like, oh God, I'm scared to tell you, a week, and walking in the rain yesterday. Lots and lots of product. I love everybody, but I'm going to give y'all a good laugh.
Do you have curly hair?
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Woo!
Woo! Send me a man. I'd like a tall, dark, and handsome man, please. I'm lonely. I just want a big heart. Big-hearted guy.
Throw on that southern drawl and
That's right.
For sure catch a guy.
That's right. I'm hurting, you guys. I want a man. I do. I'm lonely. I don't care. I'll say it. I'm about to join a freaking dating site. I never thought that day would come.
Well, Griffin is totally fine with that one.
I know my mom has told me to do it since the beginning. Like you feel like you're a loser, but I have friends that have met beautiful people from it. And you guys, how are you supposed to meet people if you're not in school anymore and stuff? How
Yeah,
are you
or if you're quarantined into your home.
right? Exactly. And I bet there's someone just as lonely as me that has a big old heart that needs some loving too. Right?
Sherry, I agree. She goes, damn, bombshell.
No, I don't know about all that, but I was trying to give y'all a laugh. Love you guys.
You're that way.
I mean, I think Jamie and I kind of look like sisters sometimes. I'm her older sister or her
And
mama.
I would love to be confident to wear that bright red lipstick.
I'm going to send you some. It's so good. It's MAC. I forget the name right now. I think it's D for Danger.
Sign off.
I love you with
Bye,
all
everybody.
my heart. With all my heart, I love you, Jamie.
Thank you for this, Marshawn.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you, Griff. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everybody. My grandma, everybody.